Okay, all those who have joined, you can write in your names, what city you're joining in from, and what do you do? What's your profession? Like a quick intro, so we get a quick check wherein everyone is actually from and what they do. Okay, I'll also just write in. People are from Delhi, 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 Delhi again. Hi, all Delhites. There's someone coming in from Beawar, Rajasthan. Wow. Hi, Rajasthan. Someone from Aurangabad. Ahmedabad. We're from Bhubaneswar. Great. And yeah, there are a lot of radiologists coming in. I'm from Gwalior and I support women empowerment. Oh, wow. That looks very strong. Okay, from Bangalore. Hi, Bangalore. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Dr. Shreya, for saying that. Thank you so much. That keeps us really very, very motivated. So she's saying that she loves Cleft Sundays and we are doing really good. So that's like, that really motivates us, inspires us. And at the same time, it'll be really great if you can also share feedbacks like what good we can do. What are the areas where we need to develop in more. And so how you are actually implementing the talks and the discussions that we do on Cleft Sundays, how you're actually using it in your daily lives. Kaise, not just you, maybe someone in your family, or you can share some experience or incidences which have actually
Dr. Shreya
are an
started waking
examples.
up at 5.
Yeah, she started waking up 5. Yeah, high five. I'm muting in people. If you would like to speak, so you can just click on the reactions. When you click on reactions button, there is a raise hand button. So once you put that raise hand button, and then I can unmute you. Okay, great. So it's 12:06, and I'll start the session. You're right. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining in again on the Cleft Sunday platform. I am Anupama, your co-host. I'm a data scientist by profession. I'm a mother to my 4-year-old, and along with Dr. Kirti, who's my co-host as well, we are here to launch, to have another Cleft Sunday.
Yeah, hi everyone. I think most of you are radiologists, so all of you know me. I am Dr. Kirti. I'm a radiologist by profession and humanitarian by passion. I'm also mother of 8-year-old boy. And me and Anupama, we are cousins. We started this Cleft almost 2 months back, where we meet every Sunday and we talk on any of the life topic. Sometimes we also have experts. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we have special people whom we love to appreciate. Today, our special guest is Dr. Ritu. Dr. Ritu is my favorite person as well, and she's a youth icon. She's a woman icon in a radiology art podium platform, and I'm really glad to have her here.
Thank you, Dr. Kirti. So, before giving a quick introduction about Dr. Ritu, who is our guest and she is our Cleft hero as well, I would like to just throw some light on the topic that we're going to discuss, because since Women's Day is around, so yes, the topic is about to create more awareness, but this time the awareness is not about women empowerment. Because somehow we all feel that women have been empowered in some or the other ways. They are taking up challenges, they are taking up extra responsibilities, they're making every efforts in all areas of their life to grow, to sustain, and to survive. But at the same time, it is very important that the men, they equally need to be empowered. And when I say empowered, it is actually talking about sharing dual responsibilities, sharing, taking up more challenges, and not just, and becoming an indispensable part of families, people, society overall, everywhere. So this discussion is all about how do we need to see the new age woman, and what all does it now take for the society, for everyone, and not just men in general, um, to actually take up and to actually receive the new age women that is growing and evolving day by day. And to have this discussion, as I already said, we have Dr. Ritu. Dr. Ritu Lokhande, she is a radiologist by profession. She is a fashionista, which means she is great in fashion. She's got a great sense of fashion. That's something which she is by passion. And she is also a socialist by her mission. Dr. Ritu, thank you so much for giving your valuable
My
time
pleasure, my pleasure,
and
my
actually
pleasure.
coming on the Cleft Sunday. Is there anything that you would want to also add to your introduction? And if anything I have missed, please introduce yourself to us.
First of all, I would like to thank both of you for such an innovative platform. I have been following Cleft for since its inception. I've been following it, and it is really, it is really nice to see that your younger generation is doing all these things. And I have heard that lecture of the doctor who's a cyclist also. They are such inspiring people you are calling on the stage. Very nice. I mean, I literally I attended the entire session. It was so motivating, so inspiring. And I must salute both of you and your team for this. This is such a nice platform. And I'm honored to be on this platform today.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
as far as I am concerned, I don't think that I deserve whatever you are telling about me. Yes, I'm doing my bit, whatever is possible. And I'm happy if I could inspire even 1% of people. I'm very happy doing that.
Exactly, and that's what we need, Dr. Ritu. I mean, yeah, that's so modest of you, just not saying, acknowledging yourself. But yeah, in reality, it is about it's about every small action, every bit of action that has been taken by each one of us, and that needs to be acknowledged, appreciated, and promoted, so that we do our bits to make the world a better place. Okay. That said, let me just ask you, just throw the discussion, since I had already mentioned that this session is about not just about women empowerment. It is actually about looking at the new age women and seeing the new age women, and how the society and how the norms have to be changed to accept this new age woman. So my first question to you, Dr. Ritu, is that there's a very famous saying which says that behind every successful man, there is a woman. You are successful equally. So, who's the person behind your success?
See, I must tell you, empowerment actually stems from self-respect. And as far as I am concerned, I have a high self-respect, and my husband is equally responsible for everything that I'm doing, be it a smallest act of cooking, or be it be on this stage, or be anything. It's he and my son, the men in my family who are supporting me for every smallest of thing that I'm doing. So, being in styling, being in fashion or made sports, they are always there. You won't believe they are standing with me with each and every costume that I think of, each and every act that I think of. That's how males are equally important in our lives. So I would always give it to my husband and my son, unarguably.
Wow, that's amazing.
And empowerment is the process that creates power in individuals over their lives, society, and in their communities. So people are empowered if there is an access to opportunities to each one of us, be it a male or a female. Female are different, male are different, because females are very unique to have the childbirth and menstruation. Males don't have that. But at the same time, they are complementing each other for that.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, biologically, these are they are two different forms of humans, a man and a woman, right? That's okay, that's fine, but yeah, there are responsibilities at each roles and each levels. Yeah, so Dr. Ritu, my next question to you over here is that women, they believe that they can either manage home or they can manage work. Um, somewhere, like, there are certain thoughts. uh, how you as a person are able to manage your work, your home, and the social responsibility. So when we see your profile, you've got multiple roles to play. How do you manage all that? Can you share tips to all the...
Anupama, before that, actually, we couldn't show the video to the audience. So I think we can actually, if we start enumerating what all Ritu ma'am is doing, so I think let's start enumerating first. Ritu ma'am is a radiologist. She's
Yeah,
a mother. She's a wife. She cooks. She dances. She is a yoga enthusiast.
she's
She
very good with cricket as well.
She's cricketer. She's a fashionista. She's a fashion stylist. She's a social activist. She is Ritu ma'am, please help me. And then I think
Okay
there
with
are
it.
10 to 15 more things that she keeps on doing. So it's not just social thing. It's like thousands of social things that she's managing.
Correct, correct. So Ritu ma'am, can you tell us how do you manage all these things?
Honestly, right from my birth, my parents and my brothers were always supportive to me. So it didn't click me that we need to be empowered or I'm lagging behind anything. And fortunately, when I got married into another culture, my husband is also the same breed. He also pushes me for whatever I can do. I mean, if I want to do something, say for 1%, he would push me to get it done to 100%. So men play a very important role. Now the saying should be, if for every successful woman, there's a man standing behind her, next to, I always say he's standing behind me, next to me, and ahead of me to guide. He's always there to guide me. So if we have a work distribution at our own place, see, I'll cite an example. For everyday meals, we have work distribution. My son would help in the breakfast, my husband would help in the lunch, or maybe in the dinner. So if it is distributed and if it is the mutual agreement, it becomes easier for the female to manage at home. Similarly, at workplace, I have my assistants who are helping me day and night. We have distributed our work in such a way that the things which I should have been doing all alone, they are doing it on my behalf. So work distribution is one thing. We should seek help. We should ask for help if it is needed. We should ask for guidance. Sometimes there are few seniors in your family who are always there to help you, but we should not hesitate in asking. So best thing is to ask. People will help you. Until you don't ask for help, people won't help. Asking help is not like you are weak, you are helpless. It's like respecting each other's opinions. So if we start respecting each other's opinion, it becomes easier for each one of us to strive to learn newer things and to get into the mainstream.
I agree. I agree. That's very much required. In fact, work distribution is one very important thing which has to come in our daily lives, in and out.
In our society, the boys are taught that men should be strong, they should be dominating right from the childhood, or given toys like car, truck, the things that are manly, masculine. And we should not be judgmental with the boys if they want to. I mean, there are some toys that are reserved for females. That should not be the case. If my son wants to play with the doll, let it be, because it's a human nature. And we should, and the patriarchy is one thing which is again harming our boys. And it is very harmful for women as well as the men, and forces them to behave in a certain way which should not be there. And we become very judgmental if men are expressive. We think that men cannot cry. We think that men should be strong. No, they have all the rights to cry. They can be as fragile as a woman can be. If it's all about the mindset. If we make our mindset that way, it will be easy for each one of us.
Yeah, I agree. In fact, that is like a tip for the new age mothers, to actually teach that, not just mothers, to the new age families, where you need to grow in, and come in with the thought process or a mindset or a culture that, okay, it is not just, as you just mentioned, that it is not just women who cry, it is men equally who cry, it is men equally who can be weak at sometimes, and they do go through a breakdown, and they do need assistance. So that is, and that novel challenges the whole concept of masculinity, or it nowhere challenges the concept of being superior. It is just human.
Yeah,
right?
it's human, and we should celebrate being human than being a male or than being a female. And
Yeah.
now lots of we have done enough about women empowerment. We have heard, we have done a lot about women empowerment, but at the same time, we are neglecting that there are men who need help.
Yes.
Because since they have been inculcated that you can't cry, you can ask for support, they always restricting themselves to themselves. They are not
Yes.
opening up. It's to help them to open up.
I can just, just that you said, I can just cite a very, real example, and something which is, I think, which a lot of men, they might be facing in their lives right now, is that because of their jobs, that is when they have to do, when they are traveling across their jobs and when they are away from their homes, since they have never been, taught to cook, or they have never been made to, being comfortable
Right.
cooking. I think they face a huge challenge, going out to
Yes.
different places, and then they just have to rely on, all those OTT platforms, or have to order the food, or do anything but not cooking. Okay, but in reality, I think men are called to be one of the called to be the best chefs in the world. So the best
Yes,
chefs in the
chefs in the
world are
world.
actually men.
Absolutely.
So here there is a lot of disagreements, and
Yeah, I would want
two
to
different thought
step
of
in
process.
here. As per my personal experience being a radiologist, when I talk to my fellow radiologists, people that much educated, who stayed in hostels all their life, if I ever ask them that do you cook, or do you cook, or do you know how to cook, or why don't you learn how to cook in the lockdown, they literally react as if it's like I'm looking down upon them, which is so unfortunate. Not because that we are asking them to do more work, but because it's actually making them a weaker person. But they think as if
That's what I'm saying, Kirti, because they have been raised that way, that you are a prince. You should
yeah,
not be doing laundry, you should not be doing cooking, you should not be doing rest, many other things that we have made that they are for females. No, but that is what I'm saying, that we need to change the mindset.
yes,
They
I'm actually
have been raised in a way that they can't survive without a woman, be it a wife, be it a mother, be it sister or a maid. They are being raised in a way that they can't survive without a woman, which is very, very wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. We have to change this mindset, and especially now, since women have a lot of exposures, they are doing all the things that are needed, that once upon a time were thought to be a male dominant sport, male dominant fields, be it banking, be it finances, be it anything. Now they are being done by females. So
yes,
this is high time that we all should help our male colleagues, husbands, brothers, whosoever are there, to come out of that cocoon and start exploring themselves.
Yeah, agreed very much. There's a question coming in from Meeta Chitnis. Meeta ji, I will just unmute you.
Hello,
Please.
can I speak, Nike?
Yes, yes,
Hi.
Meeta ji. Hi.
A lovely
Meeta.
discussion
Hi.
going on. Hi, Ritu. Hi. Nice to see you on this, and you're talking real sense. I wanted to add here, somewhere it is the mothers who are doing the wrong thing,
yes,
because maybe they're
That's
brought up like that, and they keep telling
Absolutely.
the sons, you don't have to do this. This is not
yes,
for you. So the women need to change here. It is not the men. Actually, they're not there
That's
when
what
we.
I'm saying. It's our mindset that needs to be changed.
Yeah, yes, yes,
yes,
yes.
We should not be raising our boys to be a prince.
Yes. So
My
they
son
both.
is not a prince. He's a human being.
Agreed. We're in toto, and I agree totally that we need to change the upbringing style that probably
yes,
we were taught when we were younger, because I am quite elder to you guys. But yes, we need to change the way we teach our children, especially the boys, that this is not something for you. So you have to teach them equally, both the son and the daughters. That is something I would add to it. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Meeta ji, for adding that. But yeah, that's a very strong and a valid point. Because at the end of the day, even they have to deal with situations, as just I mentioned, like cooking in itself is becoming a huge challenge for them, and that is like a toll on their health. Roz bhar ka khana is actually a toll on their health, right? Is there something which you want to add, Dr. Kirti? I thought you wanted to say something.
yeah. I want to I'll take 2-3 minutes here. It's a bit long conversation. Where in India, the actual problem is glorification of Indian sons by the mothers. This was the real problem that started. And also the stereotyping, gender stereotyping, where we have made कि नहीं ये काम औरतों का, ये काम आदमियों का. औरतों के लिए अब ऐसा कोई डिस्टिंक्शन बचा नहीं है. तो औरतें तो सब कुछ कर रही है, आदमियों के लिए अभी भी डिस्टिंक्शन है. किसी किसी घर में the mothers are doing the distinction. किसी किसी घर में men also have accepted कि हाँ ये काम हमारा नहीं है. So so
It is deep rooted. It is deep rooted since ages.
It is deep rooted. Very deep.
Centuries. It is since centuries that it is deep rooted. अरे ये काम तो मुझे करना ही नहीं है. खाना में कैसे it's been degraded, but now since the times is changing, people are doing. I mean, I'm seeing many males doing this, not as a entire, I mean, not as a career, but to help their wives, but to be a part of the mainstream. They are doing it every single day.
And also by saying that helping your wife is also a wrong statement, ma'am, because house is not by birth a woman's responsibility. It's
Absolutely.
like men should share their part of the responsibility rather than calling that he's helping a woman. He's not helping a woman. He's a part of the family, so he's taking his share of the responsibility. And if men are not taking their share, then they are like not being the real partners.
Absolutely. Can't agree.
Yeah, so suppose if today Indian woman who's not a mother, who's not working, a just average household Indian woman who's just managing a house, it's a 24 hours job. Managing only a house is a 24 hours job minus jhadu pocha bartan. But I see the conversations happening in a house कि अगर maid है and if maid is doing झाड़ू पोछा बर्तन तो फिर औरत क्या काम कर रही है? So one is this conversation that managing a house without doing झाड़ू पोछा बर्तन is a 24-hour job. Now, second thing, managing a kid without, even if you have tuition teacher, managing a kid is another 24-hour job. Then earning, working mothers. So working mothers are actually doing the triple responsibility and men are doing single responsibility. If suppose there are houses in which men are equally partners and we should actually applaud them. कि मतलब if we in this platform there are such men present, we should actually clap for them who are actually being the real partners. But unfortunately, I have only seen like number of men I can count only on my little finger. I've not seen more men like that. So I really hope that you have seen more men like that. But
I have suppose.
Yeah, suppose मैं मेडिकल प्रोफेशन की एक छोटी सी चीज को याद रखते हुए कि हमारे यहाँ पे जब भी कोई किसी को पेशेंट को फ्रैक्चर हो जाता है और उसका वो हाथ या पाँव काम नहीं होता, काम में नहीं आता, तो when we do the imaging we see that actually the bones have shrunken, the muscles have shrunken. So what my point here is that when woman is doing the 3 part of the responsibility and the man is doing 1 part of the responsibility, suppose एक गृहस्थी की गाड़ी 4 पहिए की, उसमें से 3 पहिया अगर औरत चला रही है और 1 पहिया अगर आदमी चला रहा है, तो woman is developing, more evolving, उनका brain cells ज्यादा mature हो रहा है और men घर में बैठ के टीवी देखते देखते they might be proud कि wow I am relaxing, but actually they are regressing. This is my concern. I am worried for men because they are regressing and women because they are so much pressured. बहुत कुछ करना है, वो इतना ज्यादा तेजी से evolve कर रही है that men are not able to keep some men are not able to keep the pace. This is my concern. This is why I feel कि rather than 3 हिस्से औरतों को देके और 1 हिस्सा आदमी को देने की जगह, it should be partnership, or which is very important. Yeah, I'm done.
Very well said.
Yeah, very true. There's a question from Lata Kamaji. I'll unmute you. Lata ji, can you speak?
Yeah, just a minute. Let me come on the video also.
Yeah, great.
Hi, girls. You're doing a
Hi.
wonderful job. And
Hi.
on the pre-Women's Day, this is the most apt topic, I should say.
Lata ma'am is in ESI Basai Dharapur. Please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Lata Kamath. Now more into medical administration. I was in radiology. That's where I found my guru, Kirti. I call her guru many times. Because it is not the age which is important when you learn things from others. I found her really, I don't know how, I can't explain to you how I've felt. She's been a great support to me. I'm in 60s and probably she's 35, 36. But still, learning can be from any age or anyone, isn't it?
Age is no bar for learning, ma'am.
Coming to the topic, I have a lot of things, but to cut it short, I agree completely with you, Dr. Ritu. Even I have been very fortunate to have been bred and to get into a family where similar thoughtful people have been there in my life. The men have been very thoughtful. My father, my uncles, as is a very large family. We are South Indians, but the amount of that respect and help which we have got from the men, and the recognition and the freedom to do everything, I just can't explain to you. But we are very few of this kind of breed, I should say. But over the years, I've seen actually men growing a lot, and I really want to congratulate them. I don't think that there has not been any metamorphosis.
No,
There has been lot of metamorphosis.
Yes.
And I have been exposed to more of metamorphosis. Yeah, but the ladies, sorry to say this, probably I'll put it in a short way. I have a lot of things that ladies should not think becoming equal is something, outward appearance, to grab some power or something. That shouldn't be our growth. Our growth should be to respect each other for whatever we want to do. That should be the only equality question, I feel. There should not be anything else.
Certainly.
Equality of opportunities, not equality in appearance, not equality of opportunities. Men and women can never be equal.
Right. And now, see, because I grew up like that, today my son does all the cooking. He's in US. He does all the cooking, and probably my daughter-in-law, she's very helpful in other aspects. Probably she's not there in the kitchen at all. Gradually, she's learning from my son. As a mother-in-law, I should have felt bad. Oh, look at this. But I have never felt, I promise you, I have not felt bad even a single day. And I thought this is their choice.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, it starts from us. It starts from us. It's us who have to start it.
So this is where we had to read and say, both can. And I have always involved my son while buying a curtain when he was 8-9 years old. I decided I will, because my husband was very careful about me, taking care of me and without any gender bias. I thought my son should be brought up. And this is about 20 years back, nothing new, So I made them get involved in the kitchen equally, to make the tea equal. Both were given the opportunity, and even going and buying curtains or sofa or something, I made him say, even he had to say something. That was for 2 reasons. Okay, that we wanted the children to be involved with us, and at the same time, both male and female to be involved. So till the time we have a cord in our hand where we are very strong, and that's the umbilical cord. Ladies are strong. We shouldn't think we are weak. It's just that we have to put it across with a lot of patience, a lot of dignity. And if there is any conflicts between the male and the female, it is not, many times it may not be actually the male and female conflict. It may be because nowadays children have a lot of conflict with their parents. Both son and daughter. Both son and daughter, So they have been having a little more freedom than what we had. And that freedom is sometimes misused between the husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Probably that may be one of the reasons for that kind of conflicts. It may not be the gender many times. Gradually, a part of the gender also may be included in that. But those conflicts are many times, I feel it is between 2 human beings. I feel like that.
They may be ego clashes. They may be ego clashes.
Yeah.
They could be mindset clashes.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the progression of the males. I'm very happy with the progression of the males.
Yes.
And whoever males are here, congratulations to them. And I'm very hopeful that we have almost reached half.
Yeah, because the males are there.
Yeah. Thank you for
Very
listening.
said, ma'am. We all are here because males are there.
Right. Thank you for listening. And I'll be listening to you more and more. Let's see how it goes.
Thank you, Lataji. That was a wonderful conversation, and very insightful also. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, girls.
Yeah. And there's a question from Meenakshi. Let me unmute her. Okay.
Hi, this is Meenakshi. I know Dr. Kirti from some other group, and she's a very sweet girl. And I would like to say that it varies from family to family. There are some families who have a broader concept that the men should also work. But some families, the concept is still narrow. The female family confined to the household. So it reminds of the movie Key and Ka. It reminds me of the movie Key and Ka, in which they both shared the household responsibilities. And thanks for having such a wonderful session. It's really good to have sessions with Anupamaji and Dr. Kirti.
Thank you, Meenakshi. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Meenakshi. Yeah,
I remember one conversation with Meenakshi. Can I share that conversation, Meenakshi, here that you asked me about marriage? if you don't mind. Okay. So Meenakshi called me up once and she told me that I want to get married and she wanted to ask her how to go ahead. And then I asked her, are you earning? Then she said no. Then I asked her, why do you want to marry? Then she said, because my parents are telling me. Then I told Meenakshi, this is your life and this is first responsibility is you have to earn, you have to be financially independent. So this is a very important message for the females, that learn to be financially independent. Marriage comes second. First comes you and your own responsibility. Be financially independent, and then tell your parents that now I'm independent. Now I'm ready to marry. That question comes second. So this mentality also has to change in our country.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very well pointed out, Kirti. Financial independence is very important. Until you are financially independent, you cannot ask for everything else. It comes with the financial independence. Very well said. Very well said.
So one more thing, this all discussion reminds me that there is very unfortunate scenario these days I see with many maids. What happens is that the maid is the earning member now. She's earning, she's managing house, she's managing kids, and the husband drinks and beats. So the husband is doing two things. He's drinking and he's beating the wife. But the wife is managing everything. She's running the expenses of the house. She's managing the house. She's raising the kids. This is so unfortunate. And I don't know what is happening in those houses or in those levels, but it's actually very, I pity those men. Those women are becoming superwomen. I pity those men. I really pity those men who don't even know where they're going.
Very true. There's a section of female that we really need to help them. No doubt about it. Especially as you rightly mentioned, your maids or maybe the wives of our security men, they are also like that. But few things we can definitely help them. But we can. I'll tell you my example, especially with my maid. Her husband was also like that. We actually did his counseling. We supported them financially, and we did their counseling. And now both of them are working for their family. Especially the females who can make slightly more money than them, it's us who have to help them for that. And we can do that. It's not a very big deal. We don't have to spend millions for that. We can easily do that because they have been born and brought up that way, that he is a male. He has seen that in his family. That's how they have been raised. So it's our duty to help those males and females. And we can do that. I've done it at my end. We can always do that. Now she is financially independent. She has her own bank account. She has her own FDs. So we can do that. We always can do that.
Since we were having a discussion about the maids part, that part of the society, I think there is a lot of awareness required at that level. Definitely, the societies or the communities where we live, like we have actually become progressive and we have grown. We are looking at as equal responsibilities, and men themselves are also taking up and shouldering all the care part of the unpaid care part of the jobs that women have been doing, all these things. That all said has been happening, but there is still a large part of society which doesn't still acknowledge the fact that these responsibilities have to be shouldered and not just one human's responsibility of a family. Just to tell you in real terms, because while I was also I as a India fellow, and at that point of time, when I actually had to go to home, low income homes and low income households, I used to see, and there was a huge mindset challenge where it was very difficult to just make them aware of the fact that these are responsibilities that have to be showered on both ends. Not just that, it had affected the kids' education, it had affected the overall community thought process. So at that point of time, I took up sessions, one-on-one sessions with parents, with communities, with people, just to explain that this whole idea of having equal responsibilities. But I still think that yes, there is a large part which needs to be upgraded, and we should be doing efforts
Absolutely.
in our small zones, like as ma'am you said that you took up.
Yeah, so each one of us can do that.
Yeah, as you just
Each one
said
of
that
us
you
can
took
do
up
that. You can do it at your end, I can do it at my end.
that has to that is also a part and responsibility for every household of our status, right, or of well-being, that because they are directly related to us. We have maids, we have upgrades as well. So that part is something which you actually for social cause, upgrading the overall society. So it is not that because there have been cases where I've actually come across families saying they are XYZ things. I do not want to share all those things, but yeah, they have conservative thoughts about it. Say no, it is our responsibility, it is my responsibility equally to upgrade that. If I am upgraded, so I have to bring them as well at the same pace. That's how progressive economies and progressive worlds happen. So yeah, but yeah, that's a great effort if families are doing that. That's a great effort from your side as well, Dr. Ritu. Yeah, that's from my share.
From Facebook Live has said कि अगर ये conversation हिंदी में होगा तो वो भी participate करेगा. So for that person, if he is still there, आप हिंदी में बात कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. हम सब लोग जितने भी यहाँ पर हैं, हम हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं, इंग्लिश में भी बात कर सकते हैं.
हिंदी हमारी मातृभाषा है, बिल्कुल बोलेंगे हिंदी में.
बस इतना सा है कि हमारा ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म है, ये ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म है. इसमें सिर्फ इंडिया से नहीं, इट इज ओपन फॉर एवरीवेयर. तो कई बार ऐसा हुआ है कि अलग अलग कंट्रीज से भी लोग आते हैं, तो हम इसलिए इसमें इंग्लिश में रखते हैं, बिकॉज इंग्लिश इज द यूनिफॉर्म लैंग्वेज. अलग अलग किसी भी साउथ इंडिया, नॉर्थ इंडिया, ईस्ट वेस्ट, किसी भी कंट्री के लोगों को एक अगर वन कॉमन लैंग्वेज है जो पूरी दुनिया को एक लैंग्वेज में बांध सकते हैं, तो दैट इज इंग्लिश. अदरवाइज आप हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं. सो जो भी फेसबुक पे है वो आ सकते हैं.
some concerns, he wants to say something, we can always talk to him in Hindi, no problem. हिंदी में बात करेंगे और भी अच्छा है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
और मैं मल्होत्रा हूँ, बिल्कुल पक्की हिंदू वाली हूँ, नॉर्थ की हूँ पक्की, हिंदी में ही बात करूंगी. लोखंडे तो बात का नाम है मेरा.
ओके, रितु मल्होत्रा लोखंडे मल्होत्रा. ओके.
वाह. सो या डॉक्टर कीर्ति, आप कुछ कह रहे थे, आप कुछ शेयर करना चाह रहे थे.
वो I forgot that, but Anupama, I wanted to remind you about your experience, the career break conversation that you were telling me.
That conversation, I mean, taking this conversation a little ahead on the corporate side, I had मेरे पास एक I took a career break for motherhood. It was not just for motherhood. Actually, when I was into जब मैं टीच फॉर इंडिया फेलो थी, तब भी when we go back to corporate, बहुत सारी कंपनीज ऐसी है कि आप काम नहीं कर रही थी. आप तो मतलब प्रैक्टिकली कॉर्पोरेट में नहीं थी, आप कुछ सोशल कॉज पे काम कर रही थी. सो दैट ऑल्सो इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड, बट आई होप थिंग्स आर गेटिंग बेटर एंड वो भी एक एक्सपीरियंस काउंट हो. टेकिंग दैट ऑन अ नॉट कंसिडरिंग दैट, जब मेटर्निटी ब्रेक से वापस आई केम बैक टू कॉर्पोरेट एंड आई वाज शेयरिंग लुकिंग आउट फॉर जॉब्स. I was in a shocked state कि most of the people were not ready to, first of all, pay me. Until date, they are not ready to pay me based on my qualifications and my skills, for the only reason कि मेरे पास 1 साल का या 2 साल का career break आ गया. And उस career break को मुझे maintain करने के लिए I had joined a lot of programs, मतलब upskilling programs हैं related to my profession, related to skills, XYZ things कि I can come at par. But still, I face this question about आपने तो career break लिया था.
That is for everyone. I mean, ये तो childbirth is so unique to us. It's
right.
a unique thing that we have that men cannot have. In fact, for that matter, I would say there should be paternity leave also, as we have for females. We should have paternity leave for males also, not for the work distribution, but also for the bonding with the newborn. If the father is also available, I mean, in fact, a very good point that is raised by you. In fact, I would always say that we should have paternity leave in our country also, and they can enjoy the time with newborn and would also help them bonding with the newborn child. और अगर उसमें दूसरी बात ये हो जाएगी, अगर फीमेल को काम पे जाना है, अगर हस्बैंड भी घर पे है बच्चे का ध्यान रखने के पैटर्नल लीव के लिए, तो दैट विल motivate her to go to the work, she can go to the
Correct.
work. तो
Correct.
उसको लंबा ब्रेक की जगह दोनों ने थोड़ा थोड़ा ब्रेक लेने का, मतलब फादर ने भी ब्रेक लेने का, मदर ने भी ब्रेक लिया थोड़ा सा. So it is for both them, because the child अकेली माँ का तो नहीं है बच्चा, बच्चा तो माँ का भी है और फादर का भी है. It just she can breastfeed, इसलिए उसको घर पे रहना. That is the only thing that she has to do. Rest of the things तो कोई भी मेल भी कर सकता है. Is nothing
Correct.
कि फीमेल ही रहना चाहिए. So once the child goes on the top feed, father can play a role of taking a paternal leave and raising up the child.
बहुत जरूरी है ये आज के टाइम में, बिकॉज
बहुत जरूरी है ये. नहीं तो मेरा इतना पढ़ लिख के बैठने का फायदा क्या है?
फायदा
मैं इतना पढ़ लिख के MBBS किया, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन किया, उसके बाद भी पढ़ाई किया, मेरे और मेल कलीग्स के साथ एट पार रहने के लिए, Kirti rightly said, she had, you also said that you have to take some extra classes, but हस्बैंड का भी उतना ही रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है वो बच्चे के लिए. हस्बैंड ने भी उतना ही काम करना है, उसने भी अगर पैटर्नल लीव लिया, that's so nice. It's win-win for both of us then.
Yeah, but यहाँ पे I want to also bring this point कि this is a job, like this is something which is done by nature, but this is in the corporate times. I understand companies have started maternity breaks, maternity leaves, maternity payouts देना शुरू कर दिया है. But just a small thought जो this came to me this morning is that for example maternity break शुरू होता है right after a woman has delivered her kid, जब उसने बच्चा पैदा कर लिया है. लेकिन वो जो 9 महीने है जो उसे एक्चुअल केयर की जरूरत है, बिकॉज उस 9 महीने में शी इज एक्चुअली डेवलपिंग द ब्रेन ऑफ द किड इंटरनली, एंड उस टाइम पे अगर वो सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रेस्ड है इस बात के लिए कि मुझे लास्ट डे तक भी काम करना है, दैट एंड इवेंचुअली इवन इफ शी गिव्स बर्थ, that may lead to some complications, that may lead to not giving birth to a healthy child, healthy in terms of mental health, physical health, emotional health. Shouldn't this be a concern for all those people or all those businesses or the world in general, that if you are not considering the health of a woman important when she is during her pregnancy as important, if you are not giving her that space, that comfort today, and she gives birth to an unhealthy child in any form, how after 20 years this same child will become a healthy customer, a healthy employee, or a healthy person to you to buy your products, your services, or your whatever? So I just thought of this point, and I feel कि maternity breaks is important for 9 months है, जहाँ पे stress नहीं देना है, and जहाँ पे इस पूरे process को and it is not just about I'm not just talking about women going through motherhood. I'm also emphasizing on the fact that if a woman is actually caregiving, she's taken a break to caregive her elderly parents, मम्मी पापा का ध्यान रखने के लिए, घर में किसी बीमारी को हैंडल करने के लिए, कुछ और करने के लिए, but that part जो responsibility है, humans जो responsibility है, क्या उसे हम कंपेयर कर सकते हैं? वो कंपैरिजन ही नहीं है उसका, राइट? मतलब गिविंग बर्थ टू अ ह्यूमन, उसका कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं है. एंड फिर अगर आप उसे कह रहे हो कि मैं मैटरनिटी ब्रेक दे दूंगा, मैं ये कर लूंगा, मैं ये कर लूंगी, या व्हाटएवर, दैट इज to some extent I do not very I think it's a good effort, it is a justifiable effort, but that is less.
You have rightly pointed out that it's not about just the paternal leave, it's about giving her due care and respect during those 9 months, because she is going to deliver a child, as you rightly pointed, that he could be a customer, employer, anything after 20-25 years. So if she is not being taken care of during her pregnancy, she would not be delivering a healthy child. Very well said. I completely agree with what you say. Very well pointed out. It comes back to the mindset, that we have to work on the mindset. Once we work on the mindset that she is not my liability, she is my responsibility. She is equally responsible for bringing up the child who should be healthy for every damn thing.
Correct. And as a doctor, and this is a
तो
question to
हमें
all
सोच ही
doctors.
बदलनी है.
Yeah, and this is a question to all doctors. The health of a woman, how important is it? Because she is, since we're talking about women empowerment, and since it is Women's Day, so do you have any tips that you would want to give to this new age woman to take care of her health when she's juggling around with so many responsibilities?
See, health, I mean, this is a routine. You should not have, you know, in your daily routine, you should have some hours for yourself, for your being yourself. You can do yoga, you can do cycling, you can do running, you can do any form of exercise, gymming. You have to devote 1 hour to yourself. It's not about looking good. It's not about your external appearances. It's about your mental health, because it is a saying that a healthy mind rests in a healthy body. So unless you have a healthy body, I'm not talking about the figure. I'm not talking about having a good figure maintained. But what I'm talking about is your mind. Will be happy and healthy if your body is healthy. If you are fit and fine, your body, your mind is working. Your heart is working better. So you have to devote 40 minutes for yourself in a day. It's not much. That is hardly 1% of your day.
Right.
Day is for 24 hours. You can always spare 1 hour for yourself.
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
I have one question for Ritu ma'am. Ritu ma'am,
Yes.
I find it very problematic. I'm also talking about all kind of women, housewives, or working women or working mothers. There is a serious problem in our households. I don't know, Indian households or our households, regarding the fun and entertainment factor, that there is no existence of anything like fun and entertainment for women in the house. There are men who will have daru party, chicken party, whatever kind of party, they'll go out, गली में घूम के आ रहे हैं या कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, but women don't even exist. These conversations don't even exist for women. If you ask them what is your hobby, they will look at me as if I have asked some alien question. So they don't even know that what are their hobbies. How do you?
अगर आप घर से बाहर निकल रहे हो, आप घर से बाहर रोज जिम के लिए जा रहे हो, साइकिलिंग के लिए जा रहे हो, or what any damn physical activity if you are going, तो आप अपने लाइक माइंडेड लोगों के साथ रहना शुरू करोगे, तो आपके भी वैसे ही ग्रुप्स बन जाते हैं. रनिंग ग्रुप बन जाता है, वॉकिंग ग्रुप बन जाता है. यू हैव टू जस्ट स्टेप आउट ऑफ योर हाउस. और बच्चे स्कूल जा रहे हो, सबके हैं, मेरा भी बच्चा है, सबके बच्चे स्कूल जाते हैं. ऐसा कोई बहुत बड़ा रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है अभी. और या तो उसके स्कूल जाने के पहले आप आधा घंटा निकाल सकते हो. आपको अपना टाइम टेबल ऐसा बनाइए कि वो स्कूल चला गया है. इफ यू आर नॉट वर्किंग, फॉर एग्जांपल एज यू मेंशन, कुछ हाउस वाइफ्स हैं जो नहीं निकल पाती हैं, तो उनके लिए तो और आसान है. एक बार बच्चा स्कूल चला गया, एक आधा घंटा 1 घंटा खुद के लिए निकाल लो. आप घर जस्ट स्टेप आउट ऑफ द हाउस. यू हैव टू डू दैट. कोई आपको पुश नहीं करे. और क्या है, घर के और लेडीज हों या घर के और मेल्स हों, आप घर में जितना टाइम दे रहे हो उनको उतना अच्छा है. तो इट्स यू एंड यू हु शुड बी इन चार्ज ऑफ योर लाइफ. And you have to step out. You have to take an effort. उसमें तो कोई आपको नहीं बोलेगा, आपका हस्बैंड नहीं बोलेगा, आपका फादर इन लॉ नहीं बोलेंगे, सास नहीं बोलेगी कि जाओ कीर्ति आप बाहर जाके घूम के आओ, या you should have fun parties. एक बार आप घर से बाहर निकलना शुरू करेंगे, then it will be a routine for you. It will be part of your life. And once you attain the desired fitness, desired whatever you want to attain as far as your health is concerned, you will have like-minded people. You should be more with the like-minded people. And once you're with the like-minded people, आपके खुद के ऐसे groups बनने वाले हैं, ऐसे होने वाला है. And you should give time to yourself. First of all, we all should learn to accept that I need time for myself.
Yes, the
Until
women need to
are
realize.
motivated.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
it's me who has to realize that. As I
to.
said previously, मेरा husband नहीं मुझे बोलेगा तू बाहर जा, क्योंकि उनको तो अच्छा है जितना मैं घर में रहूंगी, घर का काम करूंगी, उनको अच्छा है उतना. It's me who has to start with as I earlier mentioned, empowerment starts from self-respect. I should have a higher level of self-respect for myself, and once I have that, then only I can do rest of the thing. ऐसे नहीं होगा उसके बिना. And empowerment ऐसे कोई बहुत बड़ी चीज नहीं, कोई आपको लाके नहीं देने वाला है. You have to start thinking about it. Yes, I can do this. आप एक बार कुछ करना शुरू कीजिए, रास्ते जुड़ते जाएंगे, वो काफिला बनता जाएगा. आप अकेले चलना शुरू करेंगे, काफिला बनने वाला है. आप बाहर तो निकलना पड़ेगा अपने ककून से, अपने शेल से, उतना तो आपको खुद करना पड़ेगा. There are people who will help you.
Yeah, also well, very interesting conversation I had with my coach Anamika Chauhan. She's a cognitive scientist. She earns a lot, but she is managing house, and whatever she earns is she earning in part-time hassles. Then she takes my pocket money from her husband. That where is my monthly allowance? Because she says that I'm for you. I'm managing the house. I'm not a like housewife. I'm working. I'm managing. I'm house manager. So where is my allowance? So this is a something like, dude, what is your opinion on this? That
This again
women
comes
who are
back to self-respect, Kirti. I mean, for example, your friend, she herself doesn't realize that she needs money for her own self.
yes,
So she has to raise her bar. She has to have a self-respect. Then only she can ask for equal things. Because she has been asking her husband, husband को तो अच्छा ही ना, सब कमा के उसको लाके दे रही है, उसको तो अच्छा ही है. किसको नहीं अच्छा लगेगा? मुझे भी अच्छा लगेगा, मुझे कोई कमा के लाके दे रहा है तो. But it's me who has to realize that people have to give me respect. Unless I respect myself, unless I feel that it is important for me, people will not take it for, people will take you for granted.
Yeah.
okay.
Just
So it's
to,
like working.
So you have to,
Housewives also should have a salary.
yeah, yeah.
Some salary for themselves,
of course,
some
of course,
allowances.
of course, they should. Yes. And it's her right. It's not that she should ask for it. It's her right. She should be getting it. Because
Yeah.
this job is absolutely has no pay. Housewives, and they are the ones who are actually running the house 24/7.
Right. And just to bring one more thing about like as Dr. Kirti mentioned about Anamika, Dr. Anamika. Yeah. So the point which even I liked about her was very well, as and the same thing you have also said, that um, house anyone managing the house needs to be paid. There has to be a
Absolutely.
salary for that also,
Yeah.
and that's
I
where
tell you example of my family. My bhabhi is a housewife, but she is getting a handsome salary, maybe more than what I'm earning. She's getting a salary for that.
Wow, that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
yeah,
And you have to lead by being an example. You have, and I told my brother to do that for my bhabhi. I told him,
Wow,
I said, why? Yeah, you should be doing it. There is no doubt about it. And my bhabhi, so, जब भी मैं गई मुझे
Yeah.
बहुत ऐसे राग कर रहे थे कि because of Didi, I'm getting the salary, I'm getting the money. Because she has sacrificed her career for the family for whatever reasons she has. So she should be paid for it. And my brother asked for money
Right.
from her.
yeah.
It's the other.
Yeah.
And if we have men here whose wives are housewives, I have a genuine appeal to you that please appreciate your wife, because being a housewife is not a no job. It's a full-time job. It's a full-time job without any recognition, without any salary, without any leaves. So please respect your wife. She's not working. She is working, and she's working all the time. And also try and
And
give holidays to your wife.
yes. And one more thing is that all the women should realize that we did not take a break from our work. We were actually still working when we were taking care of our child for whatever duration, 1 hour, 1 year, 2 years, or whatever.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is one thing which each one of us should, imbibe in ourselves, that it's not a favor to anyone. It was our choice to be a mother, and we did it because we wanted to be mother. At the same time, men should also realize it is the need of their family that they should have a child. So female को अकेले तो बच्चा नहीं चाहिए. It's a male and a female who wanted to have a child. So it is the child is the responsibility of both of them. So there will be equal work distribution, equal financial distribution. It will be easier and it will be a better place for each one of us to live in.
Yeah. Dr. Ritu, so there are two questions which I still have to ask you.
Yeah, please.
Okay, and one question is that what, according to you, um, should be the qualities that you consider as a woman of substance? So, if there is a woman of substance, what qualities would you actually look into and say that, yeah, that she is a woman of substance? Can you just share?
Woman of substance. As far as I'm concerned, I would say it's my smile, because it connects people, my patients, and my family.
Yeah.
And secondly, I would call my energy. I radiate a very strong positive energy, and the people around me get connected because of that high energy.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
lastly, I would say my personality. I feel I have a magnetic one.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody in radiology at podium will vouch for it. We have so many people here.
Thank you so much, Kirti. Thank you.
And is there anything that you fear most?
Yes, I do fear. I fear myself, honestly,
Okay.
because I can make a success or a failure. It's all in mind. So, and I think that I fear myself because I will stretch and bend myself to make it happen. So I fear myself because I know I can stretch to any limits. Sky is the limit for me.
Wow, that's a wonderful fear. Actually, everyone should have that kind of fear.
Yes, yes. Each one of us should fear oneself only, because
Yeah.
it's me who can do it, who can
Yeah.
stretch, bend, whatever possible on this earth we can do to make it happen.
True, true, true. Yeah, that's it from my side. The questions are really, I mean, I've asked you all the questions that I had for this session. I'll open up the platform, though we are at 1 p.m. and I'm sure, do you have some time more to take in some more questions if coming in?
Under 4-5 minutes.
Okay. So yeah, quickly, if Yash, if you can see any questions coming in from Facebook Live, or anyone here, if they do have a question, please share. And
Also, I want to tell to everybody that I have asked for video experiences from many people, and I'm compiling a video. I did not get all the videos, so I did not show it. But I'll float that video on WhatsApp and YouTube and Facebook groups and everywhere. So please take time to see them. And if there is anybody who wants to share their video experience regarding men empowerment, women empowerment, or Women's Day, please send your videos to me. I'll share it on Cleft platform.
And I must say one thing, Kirti is the
Yeah.
one girl I always is the techie. I mean, the thing when I'm stuck up, I would call up Kirti, like, Kirti, what to, abhi kya karu, Kirti, mujhe help karo. And she's always available to help. And same is the experience with Anupama. She is also very helpful. And I'm very, it's very good. It's very heartening to see that these young girls are doing such a wonderful job. I'm
Thank
very
you.
happy and appreciative of both
Thank
of you. And Yash is another backbone of this group. Very
yeah,
nice.
that's
Yes.
Yash.
He's a secret support of our group.
He's
Always in the
Yes,
background.
yeah,
He's the man who's supporting both the women.
he's the yeah,
He
he's
must
the
be
man.
supported on Women's Day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Nidhi wants to share.
Dr. Nidhi, okay, I'll unmute her. Yes, Dr. Nidhi.
Hi, Anupma. Hi, Kirti.
Hi.
Hi, Nidhi.
I'm really happy to see like one of my friends who's doing so well. So I want to congratulate you and Anupma. Before I had actually started these Cleft sessions, I was like, कि Kirti तो छोटी सी है, क्या कर रही है? Let me see. And then it's like, you know, कि it's so wonderful to see you. And coming from, because you know we all like हम doctors, we have a different ideology. We think we're like working all the time, और हम हमेशा patients के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, and about earning incomes and all those things. And socially we are not so active most of the times. We do not actually get the times. But for today's topic, I must say I am really lucky to have a wonderful husband. He's like he's helping me all through. I don't believe I would have raised my kid the way I am. I don't remember मैंने उसको कब नहलाया, कब खाना खिलाया. Like from the day he is born, like my husband is massaging oil on him. He's getting him ready and he's feeding him. I am doing all the back-end jobs like cooking, washing. And although I am a doctor myself, but I'm doing most of these things. And you know, I don't see how. I think he is the mother. Everybody calls him the mom and me the dad. You know, so
Wow.
I am really privileged to have him as my husband and a father of my son. Like I really, this is the minimum that I could speak. I don't even, I can't, इतना ज़्यादा है कहने के लिए, I don't even remember. But I'm really glad. And I feel it is really unfortunate that people are not helping, or they're not being a part of the family. I think we have divided our things equally. In fact, I think sometimes he is doing more than me. So I'm really
That's
happy.
okay. Woman is physically
Very
weaker.
good.
So if
Really,
man ends up
really, I
doing a
really
bit
like
more,
it.
that's okay.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
it.
I
it
would
depends on the woman herself. Because अगर ladies अपने आप को वो they are in that structure that no husband काम नहीं करना चाहिए, because there are females I have seen, नहीं आप kitchen में मत आओ, you don't do
Yeah.
this, you don't do that. We should not be like that. We should accept that they are equally responsible for their family and they should be a part of all the things, home and outside
Absolutely,
both.
Dr.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nidhi.
Yeah,
So,
thank you,
Kirti and
Dr.
Anupama,
Nidhi.
I would like to conclude by saying the life is precious. Let everyone
Yeah.
live it, enjoy it. Let's celebrate being human, then be a perfect man or then be a perfect woman. Let's celebrate what we are and let's empower each other. Let it be a male, let it be a female, let it be male, female. Let's respect each other and encourage each other and motivate each other. That will make it a better place to live in. All the best to you.
Definitely. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Ritu. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And if you have more questions, please put in on our platform. We'll be more than happy to answer those. Any more videos coming in? Because we're just short of time. So yeah, we'll
Lata
end the
ma'am,
session here.
Lata ma'am has raised her hand.
Just
Okay.
a last word from me.
Yeah,
which
yes, ma'am.
includes then. For me now, matratva, motherly affection has no gender.
Yeah,
That's what I want to say.
beautiful,
There's
ma'am.
no gender. For me, it is
Yeah.
an abstract noun and hence onwards.
Yes.
Because I've seen a lot of male actors also having those, surrogated
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
children. But that is
Yeah.
because they are celebrities, we know about them. But I know about my husband who has got more motherly affection for the children than myself. So motherly affection is no more for me a gender word. It is unbiased word.
Agreed.
Share.
Certainly. Great. Thank you everyone for sharing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Dr.
Bye-bye.
Ritu, ma'am. Okay, I'm ending
Bye.
the
See you.
session. Yeah.
Bye. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.